Hi everyone, welcome back. So over the last few videos I've done a number of reviews of free roam tracks, so do check those out, links in the description and on my channel. And also I've been looking at graphical mods on Assetto Corsa and how to get these stunning graphics, and again check my channel out and the links below for those. But today is all about Brit tracks, so I'm going to show you the best of British tracks on Assetto Corsa at the moment. As ever guys, if you do like my videos, please do click on that subscribe button, it really does help me to grow the channel. Okay, let's jump in. First up then, High Force. This fantastic track has been created by Brun, so big shout out to Brun, and the link to this track is in the description below, so do check it out on Race Department. The Mini that I'm driving today is the 1.3 injection. This is the 100 brake horsepower version, not the 68 brake horsepower standard version. And as you can see by the scenery, this looks really cool and it really captures High Force, which is in Teesside. Brum has painstakingly created this track, which is on the outskirts of Durham, and I think it really captures what it's like to drive on English roads. So for anybody that's watching this outside of the UK, these are the kind of country tracks that we love to drive on, love to go cruising in our favourite car on a Sunday afternoon. These look great. High Force is also quite a long track, so putting your foot down, 20 minutes for a circuit in one of the fast cars. This is clearly not a fast car, more enjoying this drive. But 20 minutes around a circuit makes it comparable to some of the other free roam circuits like LA Canyons. Now if this is the first free roam track you've seen on Assetto Corsa, do check out my channel because there are a number of tracks that give you this freedom now. Looking at these great graphics and this fantastic track, you'll notice that we're the only one on the road. There is an AI mod for High Force, so I'm going to do a more detailed review of High Force in another video and show you that two-way traffic. I think that's going to be a lot of fun, as I'll be attempting to do the fastest lap around this circuit with traffic on board, so check that out. What I love about this track is the attention to detail, not only to the roads but to the scenery. So driving through some of these villages, and as you can see I am trying to stick to the speed limit, it really captures what it is to drive through the English countryside. Driving through this town also reminds me of driving in the Peak District in Yorkshire. The buildings are very similar, and this is a great opportunity to take your favourite car out for that Sunday drive. Whilst driving on this track, I did start to experiment with Sol. So remember, Sol can change the weather, the time of day, and it tracks all those different things and creates these great graphics you can see on screen. So do check out my other videos on installing Sol, Content Manager, Custom Shader Patch and Wet Mod, and a couple of other Horizon patches. Now as you can see here in the dark, the sun just coming up, it looks incredible. And I really do love the way that this gives you the cinematic feel of what is happening when you're driving through the English countryside. And this is my favourite part of this footage, with these stunning lighting effects as the sun rises. Who wouldn't want to go for a drive in the English countryside after watching this? Big call out to Brun again for the fantastic work on this track. Next up is this great Isle of Man circuit. Now I've put the link in the description below, and this is from Assetto Corsa Club. This is a full ring city track that's approximately 24.5 kilometres long, and here I am driving my Caterham 165 brake horsepower right hand drive. This track is very different to the previous High Force track, which I think is really for cruising and just for looking around and relaxing. This on the other hand is all about racing, and I love the way that they've put this together as the Isle of Man TT racing circuit. Again, the scenery really captures Britain and the Isle of Man, and it also captures that version of speed that you get when racing around these very narrow roads. Because the road is so twisty and narrow, there's also no runoff areas, so if you do get nudged by a competitor or you do take the wrong racing line, you are going to end up in a wall. I also think this is one of the most challenging circuits to drive fast. It's all about racing line on here and good throttle and brake control. Because this is such a great racing circuit, let's set up a race with some of those iconic 80s and 90s cars. Here we go then. Now I will admit these are not all British cars, so I have cheated a little bit. I have got the Renault 5 GT Turbo in there, but I've got the Minis, I've also got some XR2s in there as well, and so these all look great on this circuit. Now I did think my little but fast Mini will keep ahead of the pack on this circuit, but no, true to real life, the GT5 Turbo was quicker, the Caterham was also quicker, and the XR2 really let me down a little bit, but I believe that mechanics on this game are pretty spot on. Overall, I really like this Isle of Man track. Great for racing, just under 25 kilometres long. Jump in your favourite car and have some fun. But as I said before, do get your braking right in your racing line. There's no runoff on this track, as you can see. Last but definitely not least is Glencoe. Glencoe is pretty famous in the Assetto Corsa free roam world and has been out for 3 years. Designed by Grant Hendry, it's around the Glencoe region in the Highlands of Scotland and covers lots of sweeping bends and ascents and descents through the mountain ranges. It's approximately 75 miles long if you count all the side roads and tracks, but the main loop is 48 miles long, so there is plenty to explore here. And as ever, the link is in the description, so do check it out and support Grant. Now the car I'm driving here is the Jaguar D-Type. This is a really famous, iconic car that was designed and built in the early 50s specifically to drive and win the Le Mans 1955. With 250 brake horsepower and 328 Newton meters of torque, in today's world this is not a fast car, but back in the 1950s this was an absolute beast. And I do love the noises this car makes. The author has really captured all the creaks and all the noises that happen when you go around corners on this car. And as you can see, it looks really stunning. This is truly an iconic British sports car. There is so much to explore in Glencoe, and Grant really has put a high level of detail into this track. And I can't stress enough on this track the need to explore. On this video I'm only showing you a very small portion of the track, but there is so much to find, and Grant has put Easter eggs all through the tracks, so take out your favourite car again and get out there and find out what this track has to offer. In particular, I love the sweeping ascents on this track as you climb up the mountainsides and then race down the downhill sections. It is great fun. This D-Type is very unwieldy, but it's still great fun. Yes, and the gears are a bit of a nightmare, as they were in 1955. So guys, as I fill up the D-Type for another run, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. There are some great British tracks out there and I've had a lot of fun making this video. As ever, if you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you've got a suggestion on my next video, and do click on the subscribe button because it really does help me to grow the channel. I will leave you with this stunning replay footage with the sun coming up on the High Force map. See you soon guys.